Hey guys, and welcome to Friday Morning Inspo. Well, this is an inspirational week for Swifties. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged to be married. It's happened. Even if you're not a Swiftie, this is kind of a monumental week. So I'm not a huge Swiftie, but I do love Taylor Swift, and I've really grown to appreciate her in the last few years, especially. But this isn't even about how you feel about Taylor as an artist, maybe even as a human, that this is truly about a new generation of women truly getting what they deserve. And I mean that in the best of ways, because I think Travis is great. So let's break it down. This is a girl who grew up the most romantic, girly ever, right? She is singing about love. She is singing about every single heartbreak. She is going out there, getting her heart ripped open. I mean, she is truly, going for it. And she's just getting plummeted over and over and over again. I mean, even after her last main relationship, which was oh my God, 7 years or 6 years, it was way too long. And I just want to say this for the record too. Her British actor boyfriend, I don't know his name off the top of my head. I can kind of see his last name in my head. They dated for years and years. And I do personally, this is only because it's science-backed, have opinions about people who date for years and years. There's a problem. Okay, there is. Unless you never want to get married and you're just happy being together and you don't want the piece of paper, which some would argue you should have the piece of paper in case your partner is in the hospital and you need to be there and they won't let you because you're not their married partner. Yeah, it's difficult, right? But a lot of people never get married. I absolutely know those people, and it's fine and it works for them. But it's very clear that Taylor always wanted to get married, and she went into this, past relationship for years, going back and forth between Nashville and London and New York and touring and really staying under the radar, which at the time I was like, I get it. You have been very public with your relationships. Maybe it is nice to just take a back seat. But as the years went on and no engagement came, and it was so private, it did show red flags for me. Just gonna say that as a therapist. It showed some red flags to me. To me, it showed a man who has this incredible woman, but clearly something is not right for him. Because when a man wants you, and I'm not being biased here, this is biology. And if you guys listen to the episode this week, all on primal mating with Tim Ash, you're going to be on board for this. And if you haven't listened to it, go listen to that episode. It's amazing. And next week we have a follow-up episode with someone else who's incredible, and we go even deeper into it. It's just so good, so good. But back to the point. When men want you, they want you. They go for you. They hunt you down. They get you. And they put a ring on it because that's how much they want you. The men who go for you, get you, and then leave, or worse, keep you strung along for years in a relationship where you might as well be married, but you're not. And then when marriage does come up, they skirt around the issue. I'm looking at somebody right now, not my person, but somebody else. There are reasons. I'm sorry. There are reasons. It's not, sure, you could be like, oh, they're scared, their parents divorced, all the excuses you want. But seriously, at the end of the day, if they don't want to marry you, they may never just want to get married. They may be truly avoidantly attached and just, that's just not on their bingo card. But then you also see this all the time, right? You see a guy who's with someone forever. They never get married. They break up. He meets another person. He marries her and has a baby within a year. It happens all the time. It's crazy. And also heartbreaking for the person who's broken up with, male or female, does not matter, of course. So when she finally broke up with this London boy, and we all watched it happen on the Eras Tour. I really do sound like a Swiftie, but I promise you I'm actually not. I just really think she's fascinating. And I've always thought she was a very fascinating person. And I do like a lot of her like more recent music. So when they broke up and people were just like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. You know, I was interested to see what would happen with her. I was really like, what is this going to look like? And then Travis came in. And for those of you who don't know how he actually asked her out, it was actually very, very cute. He made her one of those little friendship bracelets that all the like Swifties wear that they like trade with each other. It's so cute. I've never been to a concert, but I feel like I have by watching the Eras Tour on Disney or wherever I watched it. Anyway, they trade these little friendship bracelets. And so he made her one, and I think he put her number or his number on the bracelet or something like that. And he gave it to her like in line, like not for the ticket, but like I think it was like a meet and greet, and he gave it to her. And she was like, okay. Anyway, you know, one thing leads to another and now they're engaged. So this is a man who has his whole life going on, right? He's got his life going on. He's like, you know, playing for the Chiefs. I know they didn't win the Super Bowl, and that's really disappointing for them, but it's okay. You went to the Super Bowl while dating Taylor Swift. If that doesn't prove to you as a man that you have made the right choice, I don't know what does. When your life gets better because of a woman, she's the right woman. You know? If your life gets worse, probably not the right girl. But his life got insanely better. He glowed up even more. I mean, you know, interesting hair choices recently, but still, he just stayed by her side, right? He supported her. She supported him. They like flew all over the place to see each other during really hard times. You know, like football season's just among us right now. And Super Bowl will be here in like 5 seconds because football flies really fast. And she is touring her head off, and she isn't right now, thank God. I don't even know how she did it. She's not human to me. I am just so in awe. So in awe. But he, like, you know, everyone's like, oh, he's going to propose after the Super Bowl, and that didn't happen. And I'm really glad it didn't happen because the Super Bowl is awesome for him, but it's not them as a couple. That's his stuff. It would be like the same of him like proposing at one of her concerts, right? Like that's about her. And while I think she really deserves it to be about her, I really do. I think the way he proposed was so sweet. And again, not a huge Swiftie because I didn't even understand the garden that he went to, and then I had to read all the posts, and I was like, oh, I guess this is the lyric. But like he knew to go to the gardens in her mind and propose to her. And I think there was like, I don't know, it was very sweet. And you know, he did it right before football season, which actually makes a whole lot of sense. Anyway, my point is that this is how it happens. This is how it really works. If you're in a this is going to be this now. If you're in a relationship for years, I'm talking like 3 or more years, ladies, or men, you know, and that person is not proposing and you're not even talking about it, or worse, you are talking about it and nothing's happening. Seriously, guys, there's something not right. There's something broken. There's stuff to explore within yourself, within your relationship. It's truly, if you love someone and you want to be with them, you know you want to be with them. You do. You can blame it on fear. You can blame it on excuses. You can blame it on divorce, your own or your parents. But at the end of the day, when you really fall in love with someone and you know that you feel safe and secure and cherished by them, respected by them, You both have the same values and morals. You both have the same trajectory moving forward in life. Man, what is there to think about? If you're in love with them, if it's working, you don't need to be with them for years and years and years on end. You just don't. I'm a huge, huge fan of spend every single season, spring, summer, fall, winter with someone. And at the end of a year, you will know them. You won't know them perfectly, but you will know them. You will know them. And you can assess whether you want to move forward or not. I mean, if it's really going well, you could get engaged. I'm totally down for that. If you know yourself well and you've been watching this relationship and you've been through a little bit of stuff because, stuff happens during the year, yeah, you can really, I have no problem getting engaged. And actually, they've been together, I think, 2.5 years, which is also fantastic. It's very close to 3 years, but not quite. Maybe it's just 2 years that they've been together. It feels like a blip. But the point is, he knew what he wanted. He's been a good boy to her, obviously. And she said yes. And he did it in a timely manner. He did it in a way that was special to her. And I seriously mazel to them. So happy for them. So happy for her. By the way, she's 35. Did you all know that Taylor Swift is 35? How did that happen? Jesus. I was like, oh, she's 28. No, she's 35. Girl waited. She waited to be smart, to understand, to go to therapy, to know herself, to also build a life for herself that was hers. I feel like her New York days were probably some of the most important days for her to grow and learn, because New York is the best and there's no place better. The end. But it really, I think, did help shape her into growing and learning about herself. And then I'm sure Lyndon was great too. But yeah, that's the inspo. It can happen. It can happen whenever. And also for my ladies and gentlemen and all of you in between who are past 35 and wondering, where is my Travis Kelce? They're out there. We can only meet the right person when we are at the right stage of our lives. If we really understand ourselves and we do the work on ourselves, we go to therapy, we uncover our patterns, and we actively choose to not repeat them, then we can find the right person. And we don't have to stay in relationships long, these, huge, long relationships, because we see what's working, we see what's not working, we see what we can work on, we see what won't ever work. That should just be a soundbite right there. And once you do that, once you really do get to a place of you're I'm very clear on who I am, on what my boundaries are, on what my work is, you will find someone. Because people are always meeting you where you're at, if you give them the chance, right? You can meet someone and be oh, no, you're a no, because they're not where you're at. But when you do meet someone and they're a yes, they're meeting you where you're at that point in your life, which is why we can have relationships our whole lives at different stages. They're just going to be different than the ones that we had in our 20s and our 30s and so forth. But it can happen at any time. You just have to be open, and you have to just, take a friendship bracelet and text the guy. That's so cute. I wonder if she ever thought in a million years that's how she was going to meet her future husband, is that he would be in a meet and greet and give her a friendship bracelet. So sweet. All right, you guys, that's our Friday morning inspo. I'm really enjoying doing these little Friday morning inspos, and it seems you guys are liking them. So definitely come find me on Instagram or TikTok, whatever, at Jacqueline Brubaker or at Love You Even More, and say hi, subscribe, follow, all the things, tell your friends, and I'll see you next week.